salsa is a huge part of the Puerto Rican culture.
Yes.
How was that when you started dancing professionally? Did it help connect with your roots?
It was.
Were you already connected? Because I know living
Yes.
in the Bronx, growing up in the U.S. versus the island is very different. So, like, if you want to talk about that? How was that?
Yes, it was such a huge part of my life. Like, I feel like it was the chunk of my childhood and teenage years. Like, it took up so much of my time.
Yeah.
I was in dance class every week, and then it turned into 3 times a week, and then it turned into living out of a suitcase and traveling for dance. So it was so much of my, it was so much like a part of growing up for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I connect my childhood and high school.
Yeah.
It is through salsa. And I think that is how I connected my roots, my culture. My family didn't really, I'm second generation Puerto Rican. So if anything, I was more infused in my culture more than my parents and grandparents. No, I didn't speak the language, but I understood it.
Mm-hmm.
And I also, I absorbed so much of the dance that I instantly felt like, oh yeah, this is just a part of my family.
It's you, yeah.
Like this, yeah.
It goes through your blood.
Yeah.
It's part of your DNA.
It's,
and there's something that a lot of people, there's like a stigma about Puerto Ricans and New Yorkers.
yes.
It's like,
yes.
And I know you and I have briefly talked about it. And there was an interview with Fat Joe that I saw years ago where he's like, oh, I grew up in the Bronx and people tell me that I'm not Puerto Rican enough because I, wasn't born in the island, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I'm thinking it's like the J-Lo and Mark Anthony thing. It's like they both come from Puerto Rican parents. They were born in a different territory. That doesn't take away their Puerto Rican-ness.
100%.
Had J-Lo's parents had J-Lo in Puerto Rico, everyone would be like, oh yeah, she's Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? And then, but because she was born in New York, she's New Yorker.
Right.
And it's like, why are you taking away
There's this
that
separation?
Yeah.
But I think that's what's most beautiful is that you find and meet so many different Puerto Ricans who are born in Chicago and born in New York and raised in, I don't know, Europe. Right?
Yeah, I lived in Europe, and we're going to talk about that later.
At the end of the day, it's all in our blood, and it's so beautiful that we can connect with our heritage because it's part of our background, and all of our different experiences and upbringings is what brings us together,
right?
Because it's so different,
yes,
and it's so beautiful. Yeah. So yes, I do definitely feel. I would always say that I was a watered down Puerto Rican because I didn't feel enough. I didn't feel Puerto Rican enough.
I never heard that.
But now I'm like, I'm embracing that shit. Yeah. That shit is in my blood.
I think the older you get, the more you realize it's like, oh my God, what is all basura these people were telling me that I shouldn't feel Puerto Rican enough. I am from the island.
100%.
You are technically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.